Welcome back. Today we are diving into the artistry of Tinella Wood luxury furniture. Live edge walnut epoxy table. This piece feels super clean and elegant. The balance between the natural walnut edges and the clear resin gives it that glassy effect. Check out how crystal clear that resin. No cloudiness, no bubbles. The clear epoxy really let the walnut steal the spotlight instead of competing with it. Live edge walnut is always a win. The richness of the brown tones, the contrast in the grain, and those natural curves on the edges are like nature's art framed in epoxy. Zooming in, you can see those walnut swirls and the darker streaks. That is the character I love. The kind of detail you only notice up close, but it makes the table feel alive. These legs are gold aluminum casting, not something you see every day, and it instantly upgrades the table into that luxury modern space. I really respect this build. If I were making my own version, I might experiment with a slight tint in the resin. I would also consider pairing the walnut with matte black legs, but honestly, Tinella Wood crush it with this one. Mazel Wood Epoxy River Table. Wow! Look at that first shot. What do you guys think of this color choice right off the bat? I've seen a lot of river tables, but this resin shade has its own personality. Is it modern or rustic to you? And check out the way the resin flows through the center like an actual river. Do you think this type of design works better with a wood like this Mazel piece, or will you go lighter, maybe maple or oak? Drop your thoughts. Also, where will you put this table? Dining room, office, or living room? I feel like it could work in all the three, but maybe I'm leaning toward one. Curious. What do you think? Now, let's zoom in on those details. I love how Tinella Wood always manages to blend clean resin work with natural raw edges. That is not easy for me personally, and tell me if you agree. The wood grain on this one is the star. The resin is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but those Mazel swirls feels alive, almost like tree rings telling a story. Would you say the resin complement the wood, or does it steal the show? Another thing I'm noticing is the leg choice. Super important, right? Because the wrong leg can ruin a beautiful tabletop. Do you think these legs add to the overall vibe, or will you swap them out for something sleeker? Here is a fun fact. Did you know epoxy resin was originally developed for industrial flooring before it found its way into art and furniture? Crazy to think something so practical turned into pieces of art like this. Alright, here's the big question. What is your favorite detail about this table? Is it the color of the resin, the grain of the Mazel wood, the craftsmanship, or maybe the legs? Blue olive epoxy river table. This table is a showstopper. That pop of blue resin immediately grabs you, and it contrasts beautifully with the warm tones of olive wood. Olive wood is such a great choice. It got those golden hues with darker veins running through it, and when paired with epoxy, it almost feels alive. Now, the blue and white combo resin mix, it is giving major ocean vibes, almost like waves crashing against a sandy shoreline. Blue resin is always bold, but with white swirls added, it creates so much dent and movement. At 95 by 55 inches, this is a large table, perfect for a dining space or even a conference-style meeting room. This is designed to dominate the space. Check out the black aluminum legs. I like this choice because it anchors the table visually. The black balances the boldness of the resin and gives it a modern industrial edge without stealing the spotlight. Look at those close-ups. The swirls in the resin look fluid and organic, while the olive wood grain adds warmth and character. The finishing looks smooth and polished, which is key when you are working with high contrast colors like this. The edges are clean and precise. No resin bleeds, no raw spots. Everything looks intentional and well executed. That polished finish helps it lean luxury. If I were making my own version, I might try experimenting with a translucent smoky blue. But overall, this table is bold, luxurious, and really well executed. So, if you had to choose, would you go bold with the blue olive or timeless with that walnut live edge? Let me know in the comment. Consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this.